Probably the last question of the day. My question may sound immature, but my daughter has GDD, which I believe is global developmental delays associated with cognitive delay. So she's not considered autistic, but a lot of similarities exist. But when it comes to therapy, she misses out on ABA. It's so frustrating because she is 7, but only 2 cognitively. But correct me if I'm wrong, Evelyn, we're seeing more and more families that are getting a prescription for ABA with diagnoses that are not autism, but where the child could also benefit from ABA. Am I wrong?
You are right, but it's also dependent on the state you live in,
Yeah.
on that recognition. So there's ABA is a pretty new field. So there isn't a lot of research about helping other populations. There's more now, like for the ADHD realm of folks, there was a research article that came out, I think like 2 years ago, that said behavioral training progress was equivalent to medication progress. And that made the opening for a lot of like getting ABA for ADHD and a few other types of diagnoses, but it's not a widely accepted. So you might have to fight, on this end. And then this is where she's 7. So it's very valuable for you to figure out how to get these services, whether it's through ABA in school or ABA through like more of, in California, it'd be regional centers, trying to get, assistance in another way. It may not be, there is no law that supports ABA for medical necessity for health insurance carriers. But if she has enough symptoms that resemble autism, we have had a few insurances be okay with it, but that's only been in California. It's been nowhere else.
But I also want to say to this parent that, there were many years when insurance didn't cover ABA and there were families that didn't have an ABA provider and they trained people and they did it on their own. And it's terrible and it's hard and it's unthinkable, but they did it and were very successful. So I'm going to continue to talk about, because we have a couple of questions that just came in about the IBT. But that would apply to you as well if you want to try that. So somebody said, what is the name of the company is providing e-learning resources? It's the Institute for Behavioral Training, IBT for short, but Institute for Behavioral Training, and their website is ibehavioraltraining.com. ibehavioraltraining.com. And somebody said, if I'm a parent and complete the coursework, where can I go to become certified? Do I need in-center hours? And if I am a card parent, where do I complete those hours? This is a very sticky wicket. And I know a lot of parents have written to us and I don't really have a good solid answer for you. You do have to do hours, a lot of hours in order to be eligible for your certification. The one thing I can tell you for sure is that you cannot do them with your own child and you cannot do them at your child's center. We have had people who are parents, who are card parents, who have applied for a job and been hired to be a therapist at a different location where their child is not at. And those people have gone through the certification with card just fine, but they are at a totally different location. And it's like a wall gets put down between them and everything business having to do with their child. Like what do they call that? There's a wall. They call it a wall. So in any case, that is a possibility. Other than becoming an employee of card, you have to go look. Usually, you have to be somebody's employee to get those hours. I'm so sorry that people are writing questions in last minute.
I have to go.
I know, and I have to go too. I have another meeting, so I will try to address this. But I see that another parent has already written to that parent. But we have to go. Evelyn, thank you so much for being here. We always appreciate the time that you take to be with us. We adore you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.